Just when you thought the New York Giants might be heading for a trap game against the New Orleans Saints, they get the extra motivation that they needed. I'll tell you what I mean by that coming up in a second. But first, make sure you are subscribed to New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. We put out free videos every single day. And my guy Trace Gerard, the host of Saints Now here at Chat Sports, he challenged us to a subscriber battle. We're in the lead by a little bit, but I want to bury him. So if you love the Giants, you want to beat the Saints on Sunday, subscribe to the channel right now. Spencer Rattler, I just want to say thank you. We all appreciate you. You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and Spencer Rattler, the quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, who has never won a football game in the NFL, thought it would be a good idea to call out the New York Giants' defensive scheme as he gets ready for the NFC showdown in Louisiana. This is what Spencer Rattler said. Quote, on the back end of the Giants' defense, they don't do as much as what we've seen from these other teams when it comes to disguise-wise. They've got their wrinkles and everything, and they run what they do well, but they don't really disguise it. LOL. Thank you, Mr. Spencer Rattler, for the ammunition for Shane Bowen and the New York Giants defense. Shane Bowen has been a person this year that I have criticized a lot. You have probably criticized a lot. And now Spencer Rattler is criticizing him. But one thing Shane Bowen has done every time he's been criticized is bounce back in a major way with scheme or just valiant effort. He gets his team to rally and play better after they are criticized. And sometimes he just puts the best players on the field when criticized. Let's go back to week 1 when Kayvon Thibodeau, Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, and Dexter Lawrence played their first football game together. And in that game against the Washington Commanders, they played just 8 snaps together. I called him out, as many people called him out, saying that is flat out unacceptable. If the Giants are going to win games, it's because of these 4 guys. So what did Shane Bowen do the very next football game? He went from 8 snaps with those guys all on the football field together to 26. 31% of the Giants' defensive snaps against the Dallas Cowboys featured the Big 4. So we called him out in week 1, and he changed the way he played defense. But in that week 2 game, it wasn't all perfect. The defense allowed 40 points. There was soft coverage at the end of the fourth quarter that essentially lost the New York Giants the game. So what did the Giants and Shane Bowen do the next week? They played arguably their best game of the NFL up to that point, NFL season up to that point against the Chiefs. They held Patrick Mahomes, who's having an MVP-type season, in that offense to 22 points. And you didn't see a lot of cushion on the outside. The Giants were playing up on defense. They played more man coverage. They made Mahomes beat them, and he did. But they didn't just give it to him. And then after the first 3 weeks, I came across the stat that the New York Giants did not have their defensive linemen stunt. They did not play games at the line of scrimmage. They just put their hands in the dirt, and they rushed straight. They had the 31st ranked stunt rate, 7.1%. So guess what Shane Bowen did in week 4 against the Chargers? He stunted, and he stunted, and he stunted. Shout out to Doug Analytics on Twitter. If you're not following him, he's one of, if not the best Giants accounts on Twitter, saying the Giants doubled their season stunt total with 10 versus the Chargers. And they generated pressures on 70% compared to 33% without stunts for a 37% boost. The second largest gap this season for any defense with 5 stunts in a game. So we called him out for not stunting, and then he ran stunts in games, and I don't know what happened week 4. Oh, wait, it worked. The New York Giants, they won the football game, and they won it because of big play after big play on the defensive side of the football. And on those big plays on defense, guess what the New York Giants did? They stunted, and they stunted. Let's go back to the Andrew Phillips interception when it was 3rd and 6 with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in quarter number 3. The New York Giants were up 13-10, and Andrew Phillips picked off Justin Herbert, and the New York Giants got the ball back. But let's go back and watch the line of scrimmage and see what happened on that play. It's easy to say, you know what, Andrew Phillips made a great play. But watch the dot, number 0, right there. Dexter Lawrence goes this way. Brian Burns goes this way. A defensive stunt, and the New York Giants pick off the football, and they're going that way. Almost like it worked. But guess what? That wasn't the only time the New York Giants ran a major stunt, and it caused them to make a major play. What about the play of the game? 3rd and 9. 3 minutes and 46 seconds left. Quarter number 4. Got to get off the football field. Can't allow a first down. They might be in field goal range. Guess what Shane Bowen did? Brian Burns, you go this way. Dexter Lawrence, you go this way. We're stunting. We're playing games. And Brian Burns sacks Justin Herbert on 3rd and 9 to get his team the football back and go and win the game. I think this stuff's pretty cool. Hit that thumbs up icon if you love the dots. Every time Shane Bowen has been called out this year, he and his defense has responded. Whether it was usage of players, whether it was scheme, the Giants defense has to respond. And they did. So I'm asking you one more time, Shane Bowen, to listen to this show. Disguise the shit out of the defense this week. When Spencer Rattler breaks the huddle and walks to the line, I want him to think. And I want him to be like, whoa, I don't know what they're doing. And I want him to feel that way pre-snap, and I want him to feel that way post-snap. This is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, and I liked him in the draft process. I thought he had NFL skills, and he can't beat you. He just hasn't beat anyone in the NFL yet. Don't let Spencer Rattler, who called you out, Shane Bowen, beat you for his first win in the National Football League. Bring pressure, play games up front, and disguise the coverage. If you make Spencer Rattler think pre and post-snap, we're going to be celebrating a dub in the New York Giants locker room. If you want that to happen, hit that thumbs up icon for me. If you want to beat the Saints, get to 2-3, and walk in on Thursday Night Football to beat the shitbirds up in Philly, hit that thumbs up icon. I got a couple more thoughts on this topic coming up in a second. But first, I want to give a major shout out to our proud sponsor of today's show, and that is Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best daily fantasy sports app there is. And if you're not playing Prize Picks, what are you doing? They've got an awesome deal. When you play your first $5 lineup and you use that promo code CLNS, they're going to give you $50 in lineups for free. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So, play Prize Picks. You create a lineup of 2 to 6 players. You simply pick more or less on their projected stat total. I've got a lineup for week 3. I'm going with less rushing yards for Jordan Mason. I'm going with more passing yards for Jaxson Dart. And I'm trying a little reverse psychology. I've been missing a lot of Prize Picks. My mind and my heart tell me to pick the less on Daniel Jones. So this week I'm picking the more. And it's going to be a win-win situation. If it's more, I'm going to win the money. And if it's less, I get to laugh and enjoy myself because Daniel Jones stinks again. Play Prize Picks. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Okay, outside of the New York Giants needing to play a good game on defense, make Spencer Rattler think pre and post snap, get after the quarterback, win third down, blah, 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 all those cliche keys to victory. This one's going to sound cliche as well. If the Giants are going to beat the Saints, they cannot miss tackles. They cannot have lousy angles taken in the pursuit of ball carriers. I hope the New York Giants rep the pursuit drill over and over and over again this week because they didn't do it in week 2 against the Dallas Cowboys. They didn't do it in week 4 against the Los Angeles Chargers. And if you tackle the way you've been tackling, if you pursue the football the way you've been pursuing the football, you're going to be 1-4, and we're going to be pissed off on Sunday night. Alvin Kamara and Kendre Miller, their 2 running backs, will make you pay if you do not tackle. Alvin Kamara, 12 tackles forced to be missed this season. He may be a little bit older. He is still a big play generator. And their young buck, Kendre Miller, he's made 12 tacklers miss this season. And Kendre Miller, he's a battering ram. He's a little bit like Cam Skattebo. He is excellent when it comes to yards after contact. He has 124 rushing yards on the season. 104 of them have come after contact. I was talking to my guy, Trace Gerard, and he told me that Kendre Miller has the number 1 elusive rating from Pro Football Focus this year. You have to get him on the ground. You have to gang tackle. You have to pursue the football. If you think you're going to bring number 5 down with arm tackles, you're going to be watching him run to the end zone like you did O'Marion Hampton for 54 yards. Finish plays. And I know Alvin Kamara is not the guy he once was. He is still a really good running back. He has 7 runs of more than 10-plus yards. We call those explosive runs. That's the 11th most in the National Football League. He also has 12 forced missed tackles. That's 11th in the National Football League. So this is a guy that still breaks tackles. This is a guy that still creates chunk plays. And he will make you pay if you do not pursue the football well, and you do not tackle. And the only way the Giants are going to lose this game is if they can't stop the run. I'm serious. If you let the Saints running up and down on you, you're going to lose the game. That's their bread and butter. You have to find a way to limit the chunk plays in the run game. It's okay to allow 5 or 8 or 9. Can't allow 54. Can't allow 30. Can't allow Justin Herbert to escape for a 29-yard run on 3rd and 30. You got to get the ball carrier on the ground. I know it sounds simple, but it will be so key this Sunday. Who do you got? Who's walking out of Sunday with a win? Are the Giants going to be the first team to lose to the Saints? Or are the Giants going to beat the Saints and get to 1 game under 500? Type NYG, type NO, and make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_.